Welcome everybody in Python programming online class. Today I am going to teach number data type. Number data type stores numerical values only. So students, it is very clear that if you declare number data type, then it will store only numerical values. Clear? It is further classified into three different types. So here are three different types of numerical data type. Okay, first one is integer, second numerical data type is float, and third is complex. Integer, float and complex. Table 5.2 numeric data type integer, type and class. Integer, description and example. Integer data type. Integer, its full form is integer numbers and type is int. Okay, so integer keyword and it is called integer numbers, and examples of integers are -12 negative integer, -3 negative integer, including 0, 125 and 2. So these are integers. Integers means negative numbers, positive numbers including 0, but there are no fraction or decimal values. Clear? Another is float. Float means real or floating point numbers. For example, -2.04, it is a float, negative float, decimal value. It is also float 4.0, because here you are using point and after point you are writing 0, so it becomes float, positive float 14.23. Complex numbers. Examples of complex number: 3 plus 4j, 2 minus 2j. So complex number means you need to use integer addition with any imaginary number like j, I, whatever. Okay, students, next data type is Boolean data type, but its keyword is bool. It is a subtype of integer. It is a unique data type consisting of two constants, true and false. So note it down, bool can store either true or false, not other. Boolean true value is non-zero, non-null and non-empty. Boolean false is the value 0. So Boolean false is fixed, Boolean false is the value 0, but true value is non-zero, non-null and non-empty. Clear? Let us now try to execute few statements in interactive mode of determine the data type of the variable using built-in function type. So here, students, you are going to learn another function. Its name is type function and it is built-in function. Built-in function means it is already declared and defined in Python interpreter. This is Python shell. What you need to type? This is the example program 5.3 num1, and you are assigning the value 10 in num1. Then type function you are going to call, and you are passing an argument num1, and value of num1 is 10. So what will you get the output? Can you imagine? we will discuss it further. Then class int, single quoted, but it means it is treated as a string. Then num2 equal to minus 1210. Then you are calling type function and then you are passing num2 and class int, So what is difference between both the programs? Here you are taking positive integer, here you are taking negative integer, and both the cases you are calling type function. Next, you are using var1 and you are assigning true, and you are calling type function for var1, and you are declaring class bool. It means var1 is bool, num2 is int, and num1 is also int. Okay. Next, float1. You are assigning a negative value minus 1921.9, calling the type function. Float1 you are passing, and here you are declaring class float, and float2 minus 9.8 multiplied by 10 and $2. It means with power. Print float2, comma, you are calling type function and float2. And here you are getting the output. What output you are getting? Minus 980, because when minus 8 is multiplied by minus 9.8 is multiplied 10 to the power 2, means multiply by 100, you will get 980. So output is minus 980 point this number of 0. Okay, and class float. Next, var2 equal to minus 3 plus 7.2j. You are assigning the value var2. Now you are print var2, the value of var2, and type var2. So the value of var2 is minus 3.7.2j and type var2 class complex. This is the output, class complex. So let's further understand few more points. Here the output, when you are calling type function for num1, it shows that it belongs to class int. Clear? This num2 minus 1210, and where you are calling type function for num2, the output is, it is showing the class that it is class int. Okay, when you are passing true, then what is the output? For type var1, type function is called and it is displaying that it belongs to class bool. This is float1, and you are passing the value 1921.9, so its output is class float. Okay, and here you are printing the value of float2. The value of float2 after the multiplication, it is shows minus 980.90, and the type of float2 is class float. Okay, displaying that the type of float2 is float. Then you are declaring another variable var2 and assigning the value minus 3.7.2j, and you are printing the value of var2, so it is printing minus 3 plus 7.2j, and you are calling the function type var2, so its output is that class complex. It belongs to complex class. Okay, I hope it is very much clear to you, students. Next, variables of simple data types like integers, float, boolean, etc. So simple data types are only 3. First one is integer, second is float, and third is boolean. These are simple data types. Hold single values, but such variables are not useful to hold a long list of information. For example, names of the months in a year, names of students in a class, names and numbers in a phone book, or the list of artifacts in a museum. For this, Python provides data types like tuples, lists, dictionaries, and sets. Students, variables of simple data types like integers, float, boolean, these are simple data types. Okay, but when there is a need of long list of information to store, these simple data types are not useful. In such a case, Python provides data types like tuples, lists, dictionaries, and sets. I hope you have understood the topic, whatever I discussed today. Subscribe the channel for my upcoming videos, and if you have forgot to watch my previous videos, click to the I button and watch all the previous videos so that you can understand Python programming, each and every topic. Share the video with your friends so that he can also learn Python programming free of cost. Thank you very much for attending the class.